we're on day 7 of the 30-day meditation bootcamp for warriors and artists. And last class we talked about the yamas. And the purpose of the yamas is to sort of sweep the path or clear the path or remove some of the obstacles from you having a smooth and easy and successful meditation session and practice. So I just wanted to go over the 5 yamas again. There's another list of 10 that maybe we'll get to probably in another class. But these are the 5 key ones, and it's nothing you're gonna, it's not hard to forget. Ahimsa, which is not hurting others. Satya, not lying or telling the truth. Asteya, which means not stealing. Brahmacharya, which means protecting yourself from having or we could think of it as withdrawal of the senses or restraint of the senses. And it doesn't have to necessarily be sensual. It can just be, you're not on mainstream media all the time. My guru used to say that you have to treat your mind like an open wound, which means that any bad idea gets in there, it's very difficult to get out. It's very difficult to get out, and it can make you sick. I think that's very true. That's very true. It's one of the reasons why serious meditators do long-term retreats, right? Just to protect their minds. So, if you go read the New York Post or the Daily Mail just before you meditate, it's going to be a little more difficult probably. And then finally, a parigraha, which is just means not grabbing around, not being greedy. You can think of it sort of as being content in a sense. So, okay, that's great. I can say those things, and I can say that it's important to practice that to make your meditation better and make your life better. But how do you practice that, right? Like, what does the practice of the yamas look like? So, what I would suggest is you get a little notebook that you can put in your pocket or your purse. And I personally wouldn't do it digitally. Although that being said, maybe I'll make a digital one. But for the time being, write it down. And I would just get a little notebook out, and I would write them down. I would write Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Parigraha. And 6 times a day, I would check in my book. And that can be, when you wake up, after breakfast, after lunch. You can set alarms. If you want, you can set 6 alarms. But 6 times a day, check in your little book and check one of them. You say Ahimsa, okay. Since I last did my book in the last 3 or 4 hours, have I hurt anyone? Oh, no, I didn't hurt anybody. Okay, that's a plus. But then you can also do it in a positive way. Have I helped anyone stay healthy or keep their body healthy? Yeah, I made breakfast. Okay, so then set your alarm for the next one. Next will be Satya. Did I lie in the last 3 or 4 hours? Did I lie? Well, I told Frankie that I liked his screenplay. Well, that's not a bad one, but you get the point. So, but seriously, so did you tell the truth and did you not lie, right? So, and it seems like some people have a real difficulty with being clear on what a lie is. So Satya, or telling the truth, means not telling a lie. And we're going to define a lie as whenever you share an idea with someone or you tell someone that something is not the way you actually believe it to be. So if you really think that, that pasta at that restaurant is delicious and you tell people it's terrible, that's a lie. Okay? So that's the Italian Satya. And then you can just go through your book, through your day. Okay? So you got your Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, Parigraha. Write it in your book, check it 6 times a day. That's a way to practice. Okay? And you might also make notes, and I encourage this to keep a meditation journal through this whole 30-day course on how your state of mind is changing. And maybe we'll make a little workbook for that too. So that's the main point, sort of lesson for today, is how to actually practice the 5 yamas in a very basic way. And I think we're kind of easing into this whole increasingly sophisticated meditation practice in a very easy, gentle, and general to more specific way. So we're kind of wedging our way in. So it's my goal just to get you on the mat and sitting still for a few minutes, and then once you get there, make it easier for you to stay there, and then continue doing that so that the magic can happen. Okay, so that's it for the academic section of the day 7 of the 30-day meditation bootcamp. So now get comfortable. We're going to do 7 minutes again today, so you can set your timer for 7 minutes. Stretch out if you want. Get your back straight. Get comfortable. And again, the key is once you get all your fidgeting done and you get still, you want to just not move. Okay? All right, so without further ado, let's do 7 minutes. So just let your face relax. Let your shoulders relax. Have your spine straight, stacked like a pile of gold coins. Maybe take a couple deep breaths all the way in and out just to clear the still air out of your lungs. And then bring your focus to the end of not just to your end of your nostrils, right here. You can think of the 2 little sentries there, 2 little guards, just watching the breath go in and out of your nose. And then just try to keep the focus on that breath once you get your seat. Let's bring your focus back to your breath. As we keep bringing our focus back to our breath, that's like the whetstone that in fact sharpens our focus. So we're building focus, we're creating focus by bringing it to that one object of the senses over and over again. Just keep bringing it back. If it runs off, just bring it back. Bring your focus back. Just keep your focus on your breath. If it wanders off, just bring it back. And just bring your focus back to your breath. If your mind wanders off, just bring it back to the breath. All right. Okay, so that's day 7. Just to wrap it up, get yourself a little notebook, put it in your pocket, put it in your purse. Write the 5 yamas in there. Ahimsa, Satya, Asteya, Brahmacharya, and Aparigraha. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find a nice little bit about that, and I'm going to attach it to this class so you can download it. The definitions and a little bit more. Maybe I can find my notes from my class. Thank you again for joining us today. Keep practicing. Everything's coming. If you like this class, you might enjoy the Yoga Sutra movie. It's a feature film based on the book How Yoga Works by Michael Roach, which is a fantastic unpacking of the Yoga Sutras of Patanjali and what a real world practice of those teachings looks like. And I adapted it into a present day narrative feature film, and of the many teachings in that book, maybe I managed to get 1 or 2 into the movie, but I think you'll enjoy it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 8. Okay, don't let the bastards get you down. Zephyr Bartholomew out.